Banjo. I'm a co-founder, one of the co-founders for Vidami Properties. We're into real estate marketing. It's a consulting firm where we leverage on companies, reliable companies that are selling properties. And my major focus is on properties from fast developing areas that has great return on investment, as well as closing the gap between the high income earner and the middle income earner to acquire properties for personal, for investment purposes and all. So
my full name is Baker Oluwabukumi Oluwaloye. I'm a real estate entrepreneur. Outside this place, I am a businessman as well, but still in the real estate industry. So what I do basically is I buy properties and I also help investors invest in properties in the Nigerian real estate space. And I've been in that business for a while. I've been in that aspect for a while, and it's been really challenging, but at the same time, it's been adventurous. It's been very beautiful.
My name is Toby Hadewusi, and I'm a mother of two amazing children. I'm married to Sukomi Hadewusi. I'm a fun-loving woman, result-driven, solution-driven, and I love real estate. Well, my feelings so far about the reality show, well, what can I say? A lot of expectations. There's the eviction. I'm like, wow, will I be evicted, So there's a whole lot going on in here. But one thing that I'm looking out for is the fun, the learnings, because I know it's going to help me my journey in real estate. So,
all right, my name is Sukomi Hadewusi. I'm a real estate entrepreneur. I run a company with my wife. The name of our company is New Phoenix Homes and Properties Limited. I've been in the property business for roughly 2 or 3 years now. Before then, I used to be in the banking sector, but I resigned to focus on my own business. So that's just a bit about myself. Okay, so at New Phoenix Homes and Properties, we seek to provide housing, affordable housing for people around us, because Nigeria has a housing deficit. A whole lot of people don't have houses where they can live or even afford to live. So what we're trying to do in our company is to create a place where people can have affordable housing, pay bit by bit, be able to own some place you call your own as well.
My name is Taiwo Motiyosi. I'm the owner of Ziratin Construction and Investment Company. So I started real estate as far back as 2018. Also, I came across School of Estates, I think earlier 2019. So that's when we signed up for the Real Estate Entrepreneurship Academy. Okay, so basically my company, we do construction. We want to focus more on construction because I've done the sales parts, and it's actually lovely, but it's not what I wanted to do, because I can see that there's majorly a little bit deficit in the construction aspect. So now my company wants to focus on construction.
Okay, so a bit of myself. My name is Michael Ananobi Michael Chinyere. I am the MD CEO and founder of Advantage Homes and Investments. I joined real estate industry sometime in 2017 as a sales agent, started selling, and over time I realized it was time to now maybe forward integrate a bit into the development.
My name is Akin Opatola. I'm an estate surveyor and valuer. I had a short stint in real estate, in a professional real estate firm, before I moved into banking, then back to my first love, which is real estate. Okay, that was an interesting decision at that stage of my life. What happened was that because after school, I spent just a really short time in a real estate firm, and I spent about 11 years in the financial service industry. So I needed a retraining, if I can put it that way. So I was traveling, and the person sat by my side had this, I think it was Punch, yes, Punch magazine, and I saw the advert and I enrolled for it. It was an amazing experience. I was there for 3 months. Then it was Saturday and Sunday program. It was very intensive. It was thorough. It was almost like a complete entrepreneurial class. And it was quite tough for me because Monday to Fridays, I was in banking. Then Saturday and Sunday, time to rest, time to relax, I was back in again for classes. Vis-a-vis the amount I paid at that time with the value, I would say it was amazing. And I think we also had one or two business guys also. The networking in the class was amazing. Met a lot of fantastic facilitators. Met a superior, amazing mentor, Mr. Lawore, and it was brilliant. And interestingly, a couple of years after, I started working for one of those my mentors. It was a great one. There are so many things. Everybody needs to be packaged right. Sometimes even those little skills that you see, they seem obvious, they look so easy, but trust me, a lot of people don't even have them. From customer service skills to some of the fine points in closing a transaction, some of the loopholes, ways that you don't want to get your fingers burnt. That is what I train my students about. Okay, I don't want to sound a little bit cliche, but because I just say it as it is, an open book. It happened to me from banking. I just didn't want to delve directly into the industry, so I needed something like a school of estate. So I tell all my friends, tell my juniors, tell my seniors that, look, come for this kind of course, it's fantastic. It is a life-changing experience. And a lot of things that you even think that you're doing right, but you're actually doing it wrong. You can come, you can ask questions. Why is the offer letter written in this particular way? Even after the session, you still have one-on-one relationship with those facilitators, and you can take your questions even above and beyond the classroom. So I think it's an amazing opportunity. I would encourage anybody to go through it, and I am a very good testimony. I think the School of Estate is doing an amazing job. I'm in it for the long run. I've told everybody that cares to listen that it's a fantastic one.
All right, guys, you've been on the tax for a while. So what have you been, what have you gotten from your search so far, from your online search?
Okay, so we've gotten some appointments.
Okay.
We actually stated it for today until we got the cancellation. So we're able to send messages to them that tomorrow, I think in total we've gotten like 5 or 7.
5 contacts, I don't know.
Yes,
So we're looking at if we can actually do like 10 each or so before the end of the day.
Okay.
So we have a few days tomorrow of checking
Their
properties, yeah.
Okay. So based on your search, what was the rental value looking like? And what were your major criteria when you were searching? You had the opportunity to check for pictures?
Yeah, we saw a few pictures. So we're looking for neat apartments, most likely, or most especially newly completed. Okay. Yeah, just completed, or probably the ones that were probably used for short lets, or ones that are well managed, basically. So we don't have to start spending unnecessary money on. We can reduce our cost to a very considerable extent, like paint and all those unnecessary things and fittings. And so that was the major criteria for our search. Then we were looking for we looked also at the proximity to the Lekki, the appealing places in Lekki, the alluring areas in Lekki, like the clubs, like the malls and all that, and then good roads and all. Then we also looked at the ones that in gated communities. Basically, we didn't really get so many estates, but we got good gated communities with security, security, light, and water. And so that was most of our.
Also, we, until we inspect before we can check the genuinity of whatever they are saying. A lot of them are saying we have this, we have that, and agents online, they just want to know why you don't want to take it, and they've been asking questions, and we told them that we have a business group that we want to, company business. So we need to inspect to check the road network, if the road is good, the outside of the building, inside we saw pictures. Okay. Until we're able to do inspection, because before we can know the reality of what we have been talking about. So tomorrow, some of us are booking from 10 to 2 p.m.
Okay.
to inspect them. So we want to believe before tomorrow, come up with some numbers, contacts, to add more to the ones we have on ground so we can inspect them together.
Okay, that's good. But what are the rental values looking like? What's the average?
So the average is 1.7.
Okay.
I think the highest is 3 million.
But
I will
you know, for us, we are looking at something that will not take us more than 2 to 2.2 million naira.
Two,
Like highest 2 to 2 million.
It also depends on the apartment itself, what it looks
Okay.
like. So if the apartment needs little or no renovation,
Then
we
we
can
can-
go as high as 3 million naira. Do you understand? So we
And
can,
also
we
consider-
talked about lease, so we can at least have a lease agreement of maybe 1.5 years. Yeah, so considering that they can give us 3 years, talking about the rates and all of that. So that's part of what we're looking at too.
That,
Yeah, whether it's serviced or not serviced, because some are like, you can get them for about 2.2, 2.3, 2.5, and then the service charge is like between 300 to 500, and then some other things like that too.
So,
So,
but the service charge will
everything-
normally include the security fee.
Yes, the
Yes.
security,
And a lot of
PACN and
things.
every
Yes.
other
Absolutely.
thing.
Yes.
We're even seeing
So we
some.
can
I saw one
factor that
that
out
was
of,
calling 4.5 million naira. Everything fittings, they're out there.
Okay.
So we're like, okay, if we can get something as beautiful as that, we won't need to do more of having to buy this, checking whatever they have, their fittings, if it is something we can use.
Fittings or
So you see that a couple of properties will give you similarities. So for instance, you call 10 agents. 2 of them are saying they have 2 bedrooms on similar quiet streets. They're about 5 to 8 years old. So properties that are a little bit older, you would expect some repair work, some remodeling work. But vis-a-vis, you have to compare everything with your budget. Especially now that I know that it's 2 bedrooms that we're even focusing on. So it's 2 bedrooms that we're focusing on. Stay, get as many agent contacts as possible. Please, let me have, sometimes with one agent, you can get as many 2 bedrooms in the market as possible. So we get those listings, we can categorize them. Okay, in terms of age, in terms of location, which one has its features, which one have rental, which ones can give me landlord incentive, which is very key. So when I say landlord incentive, I mean things like some landlords are keen, they are very open and receptive to receive offers. Maybe the property has been in the market for long, or maybe they also don't want their property staying too long in the market. So they can say, hey, that I will also come if you're interested in this property, if you can close within the next 1 month, I don't mind giving you 1 month moratorium. I don't mind giving you 2 months moratorium. So things like that are very key, because these days, it's difficult with landlord. You pay on Monday, lease agreement Tuesday, everything is back, your lease will commence on Friday. Worst case, they're giving you 3 days. So you still have to do furnishing. You're still going to Mega Plaza, you're still going to Malabar to go and buy 1 or 2 electronics at a cheaper rate, trying to furnish the place. You're still trying to bounce ideas from an interior deco, and you're still trying to put your budget in, and the land say, hey, your rent has started counting. And that is almost like loss of rent, because it's loss of income. You have not started generating. Marketing has not even started. People have not started coming. So you need to also factor that in with every single conversation that you have. And I say that because if you see 2 properties that are similar, I'm talking to one agent, so you guys are speaking to different agents, you guys are coming back to the pool, brainstorming, there's one that we need to see. Amongst the 3, let's add the one at maybe Bisola Community or Freedom Way. So it's okay, why do you want to have that one? Boys, look, the agent has even sent me pictures. So, and that's where you guys need to put your best foot forward. People have stepping out. They are convincing enough. Tell those agents, Ross, if I see it, I like it, I can close this week.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Thank you.
To Property Juggernaut. This is the red team, right?
Yeah,
So Toyosi, Sokomi, and Michael, how has it been?
wonderful.
Your very first day.
Yes.
Tell me.
Yeah.
Tell me.
Well, for me, it's been engaging mentally. You know,
Okay.
we had a good session with Mr. Akin Patola,
Patola.
our coach.
Okay.
Put us through fantastic ideas, gave us insights, and
Okay.
really engaging for me. Really engaging.
Okay. Michael.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we've learned a lot from amongst ourselves. We've shared ideas. The team bonding, I think, has been very impressive. Sharing of ideas have come naturally amongst us, and I think we're looking forward to having a great time.
Great.
Yes.
Toyosi.
Yes, as they've said, engaging is the right word, especially from the coach, Mr. Akin. It's been very engaging, and at least I've learned, and with my teammates too.
Okay.
They have
By the
been
time
wonderful.
We had to cut the coaches short because it was looking like another School of Estate or entrepreneurial class or fast track course. I said, no, we are not doing all of that here. This is for these guys to come and practice those things, not to be engaged. But then, good. So, do you have a name for your team yet?
Yeah, we decided to use Fine Structures team.
Fine Structures team. Why didn't you use some structures? That's government. Okay, Fine Structures team. That's good. And do you have a leader?
Yeah,
Yes.
we
We are,
decided.
Mostly decided.
Sonky, yeah. Yeah, Sonky is the leader.
The unanimous decision amongst
Yeah.
the three of us.
Amongst the three. Okay, good. And you have a presentation.
Sure.
Of course, you know the task for today. Problem definition was 7.5 million naira. It's available for investment on an income generating real estate investment. And the type of investment is rent to shortlet. Okay, rent to shortlet. You were restricted to the neighborhood of Lekki, and by extension, maybe to Ikati at most.
And then return on investment is when we get those properties, we know how much we're going to rent them, how much we're probably going to renovate them. That's the kind of properties we want. And it's going to be, well, it's already furnished. We're able to get how much it's going to cost us to move in, set it up, and then we cannot give you a realistic amount of how much your return on investment is going to be. So in conclusion, we believe that if you partner with us, with our team, and we can get that funding from you, we can scale and grow that business into a multi-million project that's going to yield continuous income for all team members involved. So that's our presentation.
Okay, thank you very much. I'm sure the investors will be delighted to hear some of these stories on the third day. So we'll see as the story keeps building up. Some of the things we've identified will be part of the evaluation exercise that will come up tomorrow. So fantastic presentation, I must say. The fact that within the short time you were able to put this together also counts a great deal. However, I would like to clarify a few things. So from your presentation, can you tell me precisely what your niche market is?
Okay, let me hand that over to Mr. Michael.
Okay, our niche markets was people who are trendy, people who are young corporates, people who like to have a good time towards the weekend. And if you see when Sokomi was speaking, he identified it, or he went through it, although a bit passive, when he said they like lifestyle. So in other words, every Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday is an important aspect of their week.
That's all?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. So let me just give you one or two feedbacks
Okay, sir.
about your presentation. I think that your criteria is very clear. Very clear and very helpful. I particularly like the fact that your name links to a concept that of what you want to run, and it is based on experience that you want to what I find as a challenge is also can be an advantage if you're able to pull it off, and that is your niche market. I think that's a bit it could become a bit muddled up. You're trying to cater to a business traveler, getaway, family getaway person, and what again? There's a third one.
A business, business traveler,
families,
family getaway,
organization,
organizations, team building.
Organization for
team building.
business travelers.
So, well, if you can pull it off, which is very possible, it would be lovely. But if you should get it molded up, it could also be very confusing. So, I'm looking forward to how you develop on that.
One of the things we talked about when it comes to that is just rearranging the furnitures, just so that when they come, the experience is just different from, you know, what they experience.
Arranging furniture,
The
wall
interior
art,
itself.
flowers, different.
Not a lot of changing, just a bit of
Creating a workstation for the business.
like
minds,
converting
converting so many things and all.
Just
making it
Are you
fun.
saying that you would have some backup furniture, backup decor, or what?
Okay, so like you said, one of our core values is flexibility.
Yeah.
So we want to create the experience you want, because what a lot of people do today is they just give them what they have. So you want to come in and experience what exactly you want to experience by our conversation with you. So when we hear from you, of course we have all these furnitures in place. When it comes to workstation, we have it set there. If it's just for family get together and all, we have one or two, not a lot of expensive things, but we have them. So it's just changing the setting, and that's it basically.
Well, like
Not
I
a lot
said,
of-
it will be an edge if you can pull it off, and I think you're in the right direction in terms of pulling it off.
Thank you,
so
sir.
Your forms, when they are applying to get your apartment, you'll be asking to know any of the
indicate
that they are coming
Coming
for,
for,
something
yeah.
like that.
Yes,
Or
yes.
Close to what
Yes.
they are coming from among the three
Yeah.
options.
Yes.
So you can refit the apartments to that experience.
Absolutely. And then our customer care will have to put a call through to them just to be double sure, because some people might not even bother to fill the form, just to be sure what exactly are you coming. Yes, we want to. So even from the call, they're already experiencing us from their first contact with us.
Customer care.
Yeah.
I'd like to see your commercials. I'd like to see your commercials when we get to that bridge.
Yeah.
Well, so the last feedback is that I expected that your presentation would be more formal,
Okay.
be more concise. I expected that you could have done something I can see, okay, so that I can flow along better. It also shows that you're a bit scattered, because I believe you are probably just collating this or it was a rush. So, other than that, I think, yeah, you had a good presentation.
Thank
Thank
you,
you,
sir.
Thank you, sir.
We'll do
So-
better.
Blue Jay.
Yeah.
So he's spoiling your hand.
Yes, it's the guy that is spoiling my hand now.